So here's a machine I've had for a while, but haven't really done anything with it. It's actually going to be a part of a kind of a tandem vacuum I'm working on. It's pretty much going to be a backpack, in this case this one mounted onto the handle of like a Eureka style upright. So I have the upright with a 3.5 amp motor in it. It's just I haven't got around to actually printing out any of the parts I'm going to use to mate them together. It's just one of those things where it's like there's so much to do with it, and there's kind of a backlog of just other things I'm working with. And I figured, you know, why not? Why not do this? So I have kind of speculated that they might have some sort of relation to mosquito. I'm not sure on that, but I mean, you know, the way their hose mounts work, they make me think of each other. So I've had a Mosquito Super and I've had a Mosquito Carbon Light, and yeah, just the way this mounts in here, and it has this little deflector, really makes me think of the Mosquito ones. One thing I really do like about these is they use HEPA bags, like that's their standard thing, and you also have a nice like interior here, because when the bag's fully inflated, it's not going to be touching the sides. So I mean, you are going to have good power. And then while the Mosquito had what was it? I think the plate they had over the motor might have been plastic, but they had a plate like that too. Except, you know, this one's metal, so it's a little bit different, but similar. And then we have the motor. It's like I've actually not taken this unit apart. It was in pretty good shape. I think they were just using it domestically, so I'm actually not even sure what this motor is. So here's our model plate. This is a Super Raven, and I might be mistaken, but I think they've changed the motors in them, because I have noticed that a lot of the newer Ravens don't have the 150 CFM rating on it anymore, which would really be a shame. You know, you want a good strong airflow in a straight suction machine. And there was a member on Vacuum Land who goes by Panasonic Vac. He says these are his favorite backpacks, which is partially why I bought it. I wanted to see, you know, if it was really all that. And, you know, it's like, so far, it's like I think of it as just being pretty much another basic backpack, which isn't totally incorrect. But I will say, I'm not huge on the fixed hose. I do tend to switch hands as I'm working, so that for me isn't ideal. I do like the swivel cuffs, but I understand the point of this is so that, you know, you don't have that sharp 90-degree bend where objects can get stuck, you know, like a pen or a pencil or something like that. You know, instead this will just pass it right through. Oh yeah, and I forgot the switch is mounted on here, which is another similarity it shares with Mosquito. I actually prefer the switch boxes that are like on the Proteams, because they're a little bit easier to access. Because I mean, you know, I go from room to room, I switch the machine on, shut it off, and it's just easier if you're not having to reach like right behind you. Just my 2 cents on it. Apparent power. Alright, so we got it. That's a little bit better. So I'll have to hold the hose straight because it does have kind of a bend into it. And we'll start it up. For this test, I'm going to utilize an 18-inch sidewinder kit just because I'm curious as to the amount of loss they suffer versus the curved ones that are more typical. Surprisingly, it doesn't fit together with this. I thought it would. I thought it would just slip right into there. But nope. Oh well. Suction. Okay, I don't know how well this is actually going to work. It's a very awkward nozzle, being very long and very thin, so hopefully I've got this... Well, it's not the airflow test I'm concerned about, it's the suction test, because I mean, we are dealing with a pretty powerful machine, and I can definitely see it pulling the tape into the box. Hopefully it doesn't. I've tried to get this set up as well as I could. I've got that hanging off the exercise bike, so it's kind of in like a more standard cleaning position. But yeah, let's give this a try. Oh crap! Cable is loose. Well, I've reinforced this now with multiple layers of tape on the front, but I have a feeling we're probably going to run into the same issue, so I might have to just mark this as kind of not measurable. We'll try it again, though. Oh! Really got some flex going on, though. So there we have it. The even though the sidewinder tools are more made for like a low pile or commercial pile carpeting, it cleaned up all the visible debris here quickly. You know, like I said, you know, I have a few grievances with this machine. I'm not huge on the fixed hose. I'm not big on the on-body power switch. But I mean, as far as backpack vacuums go, Sandia is a very, very solid option. It's like I would think of them as being very comparable to Proteam, because I mean, I think Proteam's like the biggest name out there in terms of backpack vacuums, but this is definitely of the same caliber. It seems to be very well thought out, very well made, lots of power to it, so I mean, I definitely wouldn't hesitate to get one, but I would make sure to get the Super, because the Super has been the one that has like the stronger airflow to it. There's a few other models out there like the Whisper, and I think they even make like an aviation model which uses like a 400 hertz voltage or something like that, or whatever that is. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you're in the market for a backpack, definitely consider Sandia.